So many hoes, I'm the fireman. Girl, get 2 fucks, what sign you is? Is she a freak? I invite her in. Give her the D like a vitamin. I got the lead in the Vicodin. How you want beef on a diet, bitch? All of my niggas is animals. I feel like Daniel inside the lion's den.
Okay, so boom, let's get into it. So we're finna do a recap, and then afterwards we'll do my thoughts. All right, let's get into it. So we see a bat in a little hole, his small body trembling at the sound of something coming. A rustle comes, and then the bat hits. The bat has sensed danger. A wolf paw scratches at the cave opening. It's relentless. The beast is huffing and puffing, sniffing the stone, claws digging in. It growls, and then it leans forward and it shows his face, and his face has a scar. Brent is basically showcasing us right now that the wolf is obviously Shayhart hunting the bat, which is Val. And then the next panel it shows is Val looking over his shoulder. Did the heat of the chi somehow make into the dome? We should be isolated. Is the dome still connected to the void? If so, he can. Louise oral form and then states, slow your thoughts. I can feel your anxiety in your chi. The sun is almost upon us and you haven't dealt with me. You lost focus. Are you that terrified of death? We then get a flashback sequence of a man saying, for God halt, not giving us the spirit of fear, but the power and the love and of a sound mind. A little girl says, what does that mean, Papa? The man excitingly says, bravery. Knowing God is on our side, we should be bold like lions. Nothing should frighten us. Is there anything you're scared of, Lilia? She ponders on the question and then replies, I would say Mistress Mary when she's hungry, but I'll say dogs, big scary ones. What about you, Val? I bet you're not scared of anything. He boldly says, death. Humans have everything, but we cameos can take it all if we wanted to. But Papa said that's wrong. This is why we wait. But it will be a shame to die before seeing how much I can take from them if I try. The flashback ends and Val's blade turns into a sword-like whip. He then says, you're right. I cannot die. If I do, who will be the one to drag mankind to their knees? Louise puts his hands together and says, good. Prove it then. Val then lashes at him with his sword-like whip. I've enjoyed your company, Lord Hemlock. Louise blocks the attack with an ash hand. You have not seen everything yet, Shadow. As we see hands holding the skull, it materializes into a beast behind him. Val's eyes lights up as he intrigued by the battle. Louise then goes in for a punch and the monster swings right with Louise as though they are one. Val starts to slash the ash hands. Then Louise sends a plethora of hands to attack him as he simply slices through all the hands. Louise then catches the blade with his hands and the monster has both hands in the air ready to slam down on Val. Val then protects himself by using his blood powers to make hands form around him and protect him from the attack. He looks behind him and it's an ash monster behind him ready to eat him alive. He slashes through the monster and the scene switches. Lord Hart, take a knee. If your friend is engaged within the dome, there is nothing we can do but wait and pray. Be ready for the moment that dome drops, for you must move quickly. For now, sit. When your heart is unstable, every cameo around you will feel it. Take a hold of yourself and formulate your plan. If Shadow truly resides within there, you must face him for the second time. As for now, come to me. There is something I must show you. Shayhart then enters the Ilios plane. A war is about to begin. I can feel his darkness encroaching upon us by the minute. My brother is moments away from making his grandest play. Shayhart says, your brother can wait, Lord Mahalel. His time will come. I want the head of the bat. He is far too close to 3 of my pack mates. Can you break the dome wall and get me inside? He replies, no, I've been thinking of ways, but I do not believe I can. It's another void altogether. However, I do agree the Blood Monarch must be dealt with. Swift veracity. As long as he evades death, he will continue to aid my brother's return and his plans. We can only pray for those inside. Your friend, the one who's standing against him, I hope you made peace with him. I can only prepare you for the few pivotal moments that will shape your future. First, you must see about your own heart. As they turn around and look at a dark pillar reaching the sky, Shayheart says, to Thanos? He replies, no. I blocked his view since the moment he returned. This is something different. As I reside in your body, guard your heart. Anything that attempts to reach it will appear before me. A pillar of shadow seems to be watching. It wants to know where your heart truly lies. Shayheart walks up to the shadow pillar and says, this is light. You cannot hide within your shadows here. You've come to me and you've seen. There are no corners for secrets to dwell here, and that goes for you as well. Remove your veil and show me who you truly are. Show me your face. The shadow vanishes, and it's a huge blade, and on top of the blade, that's 100 feet tall, is Zahar, and then the chapter ends. Now we will be talking about my thoughts of this chapter. Flashback of power. In one of the chapter's most powerful scenes, we shift to a flashback, one that is both tender and terrifying. A father voice recites scripture. For God hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. This isn't just a religious reference. It's the soul of the text. The father doesn't preach dogma. He teaches bravery. He hands his daughter, Lily, and his son, Val, a worldview that courage is our divine inheritance. But young Val's answer is different. I fear death. Not out of fragility, but because he's already begun to question power. He wonders what could be taken from humanity if someone dared, and then comes the chilling twist. He doesn't run from death. He studies it. This is not a villain's origin. This is a child brushing up against the scared, and instead of bowing, he reaches out to grab it. Here, the narrative does something extraordinary. It grabs a divine line between Val and Louise. Two men, one coin. One seeks to embrace death, to tame it, twist it, make it kneel. The other one has already died within. Louise has become death, not as destruction, but as detachment. He has faced fear, and in doing so, becomes what Val still fears to meet. Their battle is not physical. It is spiritual, philosophy, and motion. This new framing elevates the entire arc of the chapter by giving spiritual gravitas to the Val versus Louise dynamic. Not just power clashing against power, but two interpretations of mortality locked in battle. Shayheart and the Pillars of Truth. Enter Ilios Shayheart. Here's the tone shifts from battle to prophecy. Shayheart wants to act. He's furious that Val is too close to his packmates, but Ilios halts him. Take a knee. This is humility. This is stillness. This is the opposite of Val's rage. Ilios speaks with the wisdom of a godlike presence. He warns Shay that as long as his heart is unstable, every link up, every spiritual connection will tremble. The battlefield is not external, it's internal. The pillar that watches, then we see it. Dark pillar stretching into the sky. Shay asks, is it Thanatos? The answer, no. Something older, something watching. The moment is brilliant. It reframes the entire story. This place is light. You cannot hide with your shadows here. Shay walks up, no fear, no veil. He speaks directly to the shadow, demanding that it do the same. And then the shadow fades. A massive sword drops, and on top is Zahar. And the chapter ends with revelation. And that's my thoughts on this chapter. Like, comment, and subscribe.